So let's talk about something different. I am an ex-addict. I've been off of hard drugs for 2.5 years, almost three, coming up in October, and it's been a roller coaster. And although before I did it, I knew exactly what it was supposed to feel like, but nothing really prepared me for what I was getting myself into. Let's start with heroin. I know it's one of the biggest drugs out there right now. Well, fentanyl is, but heroin was. Um, but basically, just it's when it gets into your body, enough of it gets into your body, you get very warm, all over, and you feel very weak, and your body slumps, and you just feel tired. But it's like a kind of feeling. And that's that dopamine kicking in. It feels like all of your worries just melted away, and you don't have to do a damn thing. And that's what makes it so addicting. So, what's great about that feeling is that it makes it feel good for 20 seconds, and then you fall asleep. You wake up again, and then you fall back asleep. You wake up again, and then you fall back asleep. And you just kind of lose time. But it reels you in. That one hit, it reels you in. Even if you don't think it's that great the first time, you'll probably do it again. And just because it just gets you. And it makes you think everything's okay, everything's going to be okay, because it really truly melts your worries away. And it's scary how it does it. So I got addicted to it, and I was on it for a year and a half before I got caught, basically. And it was a mess. Honestly, heroin's great. It's just so bad. It's so bad. It almost ruined my entire life, and I almost died. Unfortunately, when you're doing it, you don't know what you're getting. It could be laced, and you would never know. You'd be dead. Um, and that's what it feels like. And how it feels to nod out feels like absolutely nothing. It feels like you died. There's nothing. And when you overdose, there's nothing on the other side. There's nothing waiting for you. You're gone. You blacked out. It's scary. Heroin's no joke. As for meth, it is the exact opposite. When enough of it gets into your system, you get a oh, whew, kind of feeling, and it just hits you like you're on a roller coaster. And for about 5 seconds, it feels awesome, so good that you're like, oh my god, why didn't I do this sooner? And then you kind of get through time and realize you're living in an absolute nightmare. With your heart racing, your mind just going crazy. You cannot think. It's just so hard to breathe and function. You're freaking out. It's a 12-hour panic attack. And yeah, that's meth for you. People get addicted to it because of the energy that it gives them. Um, Usually, it just the anxiety is helped by doing something, and so people will use it to be productive. But honestly, that anxiety uh, It is no bueno. Would not recommend. It is the worst anxiety I've ever had in my entire life. And I mean, I've done meth a handful of times, but I never got addicted to it because that anxiety, it just gets ya. It gets ya every time. But I know why it's addictive. It's so easily addictive. I did it several times, for fuck's sake. And like even after saying I hated it and hating it every time, I still tried it several times. That's how addictive it is. And honestly, like, you can't eat, you can't drink, your mouth is dry as fuck, and you just feel like you're dying. With your heart going as fast as it goes, like, it's terrifying. You're living in hell on meth. So, yeah, that's what heroin and meth feel like. Somebody who is now passed away said to me, heroin and meth are polar opposites. Meth is like you could do anything in the world, and heroin is like you've already done it. I've always remembered that. It was a really good comparison. But she died because of meth. She had a heart attack from meth, I believe, and didn't know, and got a virus that inevitably killed her. So, yeah, the virus was from the heart attack. Crazy shit, man. Don't do this stuff. It's insane. It's awful. It's awful.